Dominic Richard Harrison, known globally by his explosive stage name Yungblud, stands as one of the most provocative and emotionally charged artists of his generation. Emerging from the industrial heartland of Northern England, Yungblud did not simply enter the music industry. He disrupted it. His fusion of punk rebellion, pop accessibility, hip-hop cadence, and raw confessional lyricism transformed him from an unknown teenager into a generational voice for youth alienation, identity, and defiance. As of now, Yungblud's estimated net worth is approximately $4 million. This figure reflects earnings from global music sales, streaming royalties, international touring, festival headlining appearances, merchandise, brand partnerships, and songwriting credits. Unlike many pop stars, his wealth is not rooted in luxury endorsements, but in a fiercely loyal fan base and relentless touring schedule prior to late 2025 health interruptions. More than numbers, however, Yungblud's true value lies in cultural impact. He is not merely an entertainer. He is a movement leader for misfits, outsiders, and young people navigating mental health struggles in a hyper-connected world. Early life. Yungblud was born on August 5, 1997, in Doncaster, South Yorkshire, England, a working-class town known more for coal mines and steel than chart-topping artists. His parents, Justin Harrison and Samantha Harrison, provided a grounded upbringing shaped by honesty, independence, and resilience. Dominic grew up alongside two younger sisters, Jemima and Isabel, forming a close-knit family unit that remains central to his emotional life. From an early age, Dominic exhibited boundless energy, emotional intensity, and creative impulsiveness. School, however, proved challenging. He was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder (ADHD), a condition that complicated traditional education, but simultaneously fueled his creativity and fearless self-expression. Teachers often struggled to manage his restlessness, while peers sometimes misunderstood his eccentricity. Despite academic turbulence, Dominic gravitated naturally toward performance. Acting, singing, and stage presence offered him structure where classrooms could not. Recognizing this inclination, his family supported his enrollment at the prestigious arts educational schools, ArtsEd, in London, a well-known performing arts institution that has trained numerous British actors and musicians. At ArtsEd, Dominic studied acting and musical performance. While the environment sharpened his technical abilities, it also exposed him to rigid, creative boundaries. Feeling constrained by institutional expectations, he made a bold decision. He left ArtsEd in 2015 to pursue music independently. That choice marked the beginning of a self-directed journey that would redefine his life. Personal life. Yungblud's personal life is deliberately nonconformist, mirroring the themes present in his music. As of now, he is not married, has no husband, and has no children. He has consistently rejected societal pressure to define his personal milestones according to traditional timelines. In matters of identity, Yungblud openly embraces fluidity. He has spoken candidly about refusing restrictive labels regarding sexuality, advocating instead for freedom of expression and emotional authenticity. His openness has made him an important figure for LGBTQ+ youth worldwide, even though he resists being framed as a spokesperson for any single community. Religiously, Yungblud does not publicly adhere to organized religion. His belief system is rooted in humanism, empathy, and rebellion against authoritarian control, themes frequently echoed in his lyrics. Rather than doctrine, his moral compass is guided by lived experience, compassion, and resistance to injustice. Romantically, his most widely reported relationship has been with American singer Jessie Jo Stark. Their relationship has been intermittent, intense, and frequently scrutinized by the media. While neither party offers constant public commentary, their connection has remained a recurring narrative in entertainment coverage through 2025. Beyond music, Yungblud has engaged in acting, public speaking, mental health advocacy, and youth-focused activism. He has used his platform to openly discuss anxiety, depression, ADHD, and emotional vulnerability, dismantling stigma and encouraging dialogue among young audiences worldwide. Professional career. Yungblud's professional ascent began in the late 2010s when he adopted his now iconic stage name, a stylized declaration of youth rebellion. His early singles quickly gained traction online, driven by their unfiltered emotion and genre-blending sound. His music defied categorization. Punk aggression collided with pop hooks, hip-hop rhythms merged with rock guitars, and political commentary sat beside deeply personal confessionals. Songs addressed themes of identity, class struggle, mental health, and generational disillusionment, all delivered with theatrical intensity. Breakthrough success came rapidly. His debut projects introduced him to international audiences, while subsequent albums cemented his position as a major alternative artist. By the early 2020s, Yungblud was headlining festivals, selling out venues across Europe and North America, and collaborating with legendary artists. A defining feature of his career has been his electrifying live performances. His shows are not passive concerts. They are cathartic experiences characterized by crowd interaction, emotional vulnerability, and explosive energy. In 2025, Yungblud released Idols, the first installment of a planned double album. The project showcased artistic maturation, balancing introspection with grand and themic soundscapes. The album was supported by a world tour and the expansion of Bloodfest, his self-curated festival concept celebrating alternative culture and inclusivity. However, in late 2025, Yungblud made headlines for an unexpected reason. He canceled the remainder of his tour due to health concerns. Medical professionals advised him to halt performances after signs of vocal strain and abnormal blood markers were detected. The announcement was met with widespread support, underscoring the trust between artist and fanbase. House tour and car collection. Unlike many celebrities of his stature, Yungblud maintains a relatively private and understated lifestyle. As of 2025, there is no publicly documented luxury mansion tour associated with him. He is known to split time between London and Northern England, favoring creative workspaces over ostentatious residences. His living environments are often described as eclectic and functional, filled with musical instruments, notebooks, clothing racks, and memorabilia rather than extravagant decor. The focus remains on creation, not display. Similarly, Yungblud does not maintain a public car collection. He has never showcased luxury vehicles as status symbols, and there is no evidence of exotic or supercar ownership. During tours, he relies primarily on tour buses and professional transport arrangements. This modest approach aligns with his anti-materialistic ethos and punk roots. College career. Yungblud did not attend a traditional college or university. His post-secondary education path ended when he left arts ed in 2015. Rather than formal academia, his education became experiential, learned through songwriting, recording sessions, touring, collaboration, and real-world exposure. This non-traditional route proved effective. His artistic growth stemmed from immersion, failure, experimentation, and relentless self-reflection, qualities rarely taught in lecture halls. As of today, Yungblud is alive. There is no cause of death, and any implication otherwise is false. Confusion around this topic often arises from misinformation, hoaxes, or misinterpretation of health-related news. In reality, late 2025 reporting focused on his temporary withdrawal from touring for medical reasons, not any life-threatening event. Yungblud remains active creatively and publicly, with plans to return once medically cleared. Legacy and cultural impact. Yungblud represents more than music. He embodies a generation's refusal to be silent, labeled, or emotionally repressed. His influence extends beyond charts into fashion, activism, and youth discourse. By weaponizing vulnerability and rejecting polish, he reintroduced punk philosophy to a digital era, proving that rebellion still has relevance. Whether screaming into a microphone or speaking softly about mental health, Yungblud's voice resonates because it is authentic. From Doncaster to global stages, Yungblud's journey is one of defiance, creativity, and relentless honesty. He is not perfect, polished, or predictable, and that is precisely why millions connect with him. As of today, his story is far from finished. With health prioritized, creativity intact, and a loyal fan base waiting, Yungblud stands poised to continue shaping alternative culture for years to come.